Take two. What's up, everybody? This is Jason, Zombie Collector, and Vincent Kennedy McMahon has struck again. I did a video yesterday. It's like, I don't even know, probably close to 30 minutes long. And I was filming in my living room, and I had on no volume, mute, a WWE background from the greatest superstars from the 90s. Just in the background, and it got WWE requested them to take it, YouTube to take it down. I'm just like, it was just in the background. It wasn't in the fore. I mean, I'm just like to the corner of my screen, and they they request me to take it down. So I'm just like, what? I'm like, what? You know. So I'm gonna do this video again. So I probably won't get into too much details. I'm just gonna kind of show the cards. This is huge lot of cards I've picked up from eBay over the last month or so that were WWE, WWF, AEW, WCW. So it's a little bit of everything. Autographs, slabs, relic cards, numbered cards, base cards. It's a smattering of a little bit of everything. So with that being said, let me get into it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. First up, a 2022 gold parallel of MJF. He is better than you, and you know it. He has a soiree going on with the four pillars, which is himself, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jack Perry, and it's gonna result eventually into having a four-way competition for the belt, the heavyweight championship belt, which I believe MJF will retain either through shenanigans or some sort of ridiculousness, because that's just the way it's been going, which is fine because he's great with the belt. He needs to hold on to the belt for a while. Now, a base card of Sting. I got a couple of those. Sorry, I think I got an MJF in there sneaking around, but a couple of the Sting. He said that he'll be retiring, sounds like this year at some point. What he was alluding to, not many details out on that yet. And then a base card up to 2022 of MJF as well. Most all these cards I'm going to show off, I've got for like $1 for like a group, or I got them for a couple of dollars. So next up is a 2021 gold parallel of the magazine card of Darby Allin. So there you go. I've been trying. I'm sure I will be unsuccessful, but so before anybody says anything, I'm pretty sure I'll be unsuccessful in obtaining. I'm trying to get all the subsets, all the variations, all the different parallels and numbered cards of all the AEW wrestlers, except for a couple of them, because I don't want to support the ridiculousness of some of them. But overall, almost all of the actual roster, I want to get all their cards. Just because I'm an AEW mark, I make no bones about it. I don't really watch WWE. I watch some highlights here and there. I kind of have a loose understanding of what's going on with that product, but I don't really follow it. But I do really enjoy AEW, so there you go. Then we got Mr. Brody Lee. I believe this is the Dynamite card, I want to say. But that pops. I love that. That's a great looking card. So this is from 2021. And then this is a cool, here, I got this whole lot for $1, which is pretty awesome. It is a 4 Onto the Giant 1990 classic game cards. I think that's the name of the company. So you have that Andre. Then Andre get ready to lose his mind with the ref there. And these are all centered really well. They all have their corners are real sharp, all of them. You can see clearly the image is not being compromised in any way. The backs are all clean. Now, this is probably one of my favorite ones. I just love that card. There you go. And then this is a great one right here. He's always in the background looking all menacing. There's a couple, it's like Saturday Night Main Events back in the 80s where Bobby the Brain Heenan's doing all the talking, and you just see Andre back there with his eyes like this the whole time, like looking off in the distance as he wringing his hands. And this is like an image that you see like that. It cracks me up. He doesn't have to say anything. He's just a huge monster. So, he just has to be back there just looking crazy, and then it works. All right, this was I looked this up online yesterday after I did the video, And I could not see anything about these cards, so I don't know what they are, but these are some sort of like pop-ups from WCW. But you have Sting, and I'll show you what it does, but I'm not going to. You have Sting here, and then you can open them up, and it has information. I guess I have it upside down. Oh, and then there's another image right there. I looked it up on Trading Card Database. It's not in Trading Card Database, so I'm not for sure where this came from or what it's from, where it's from. But all of them are like shots like this where they, did a shot in the studio or something where they're like doing their poses or their gimmicks as far as stand or like gimmick stands. Some of them just do like this or do like this or whatever, except for Scott Hall. Scott Hall has an action shot. And I talked about this in the last episode before they got shut down by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. But Scott Hall, he's the only one that's like in the ring having an action shot. It looks like he's stomping on, I can't even tell who he's stomping on, but you'll see rest of them are like doing poses like behind like a green screen or something, or in front of a green screen. So you got there Scott Hall, Reyes Ordomon. And here you got Hollywood Hogan. Right there. That's pretty cool. And then you have Goldberg. So as you can see, like I was telling you, all of them have these like, poses that are, what you would kind of suspect for them, for their looks, for their character. They just kind of do a pose, except Scott Hall. So I don't know what that meant. You got the madness right here, Macho Man, Randy Savage. Whenever you see Randy Macho Man Savage, you can't help but just be like, ooh, yeah. Then we got Lex Luger right there. Trying to, the sun's like right on me right there, so I'm trying to get right here. And then we have Big Sexy, Kevin Nash, which was my name in high school. You have Kevin Nash, who went on to do the Wolfpack. And then you have DDP. So out of that whole grouping, you have just DDP and Sting were the only like good guys. Everybody else was, I think, Wolfpack, NWO, bad guys. Now, later on they all kind of switched around and all that. But I guess Sting technically went to Wolfpack as well. But anyway, so there, just DDP. But like I said, these were really cool. I got the whole thing. I got the whole thing for like a couple $. That was very cool looking cards. I've never seen them before. I need to get holders to put them in so I can display them. And then let's see here. I'll show some of these off. This is a number to 50, an Ortiz relic card. I don't know where's it. There you go. You can see there. Number to 50. So, like I said before, I'm trying to collect as many of the cards as I can from the AEW sets. Then I have a couple of just base relic cards. Here's a Private Party. Mark Quinn has been out, I believe, with an injury for the last couple months. So you have Isaiah Cassidy, who's been doing all kinds of work with Matt Hardy, and now Jeff Hardy's back, and apparently Hook's in there now. So we'll see what that looks like, but they're going to be taking on the Firm next week. So that'll be exciting. I've been enjoying that Jeff's back. He made it sound like he wants to leave or stay with AEW till the end. But we all know how wrestling goes. Never say never. It's never really truly over. I mean, they have all kinds of little adages, they say, and all that. But, I mean, I believe that Jeff Hardy, since his brother's there, more than likely will be staying there for the foreseeable future. Will he stay there forever? Will he be able to keep clean? The time will tell. We got Rick Knox here, referee. I appreciate that they use a lot of referees and commentators, which you don't get that love anymore over WWE. They act like they don't even exist. I like that AEW, talk about the refs, talk about the commentators. They kind of play in sometimes with the storylines, not directly, but indirectly. Last week, Aubrey Edwards was getting ready to get the Road to Valhalla from Taya Valkyrie. She picked her up and was about ready to drop her because she lost the match and stuff like that. I just appreciate that because WWE doesn't do stuff like that anymore. And when they do that, they don't acknowledge the other people in the ring or around the ring. It's just the wrestlers. I think there was ultimatum that Vincent Kennedy McMahon told them that they cannot even say the referees' names. It's like mind-boggling. Then here we have one of my favorite wrestlers who just disappeared over the last year and a half now, Miro, formerly Rusev. Rusev was one of my old friends from back in the day in high school. Rusev. This is out of $399. This is $362. But yeah, Miro was like, I mean, he came in kind of like a not that big of a deal, like the best man or some kind of gimmick, which did not do well. But he fixed it real quick. He got rehabbed and became God's champion or favorite champion. That one was awesome. And he was killing suckers. He was a TNT champion, and then he got beat by Sammy Guevara, and ever since then, he just was like on a downward spiral. Guevara should never beat him. They should have let him. He still had plenty of juice to keep going with that character. He was just annihilating fools. Someone he annihilated who was also a viable monster, and he gets a lot more screen time, and I love Lance Archer. It is Lance Archer. Out of $399, this is $207. But I love the color green. That's my favorite color. Lance Archer's still been on TV quite a bit, aside from about a year and a half ago when he got hurt. When he tried to do, I think, a somersault off the top rope. And he's like 6'7", 6'8". He's really tall. Unfortunately, he didn't get enough clearance. And he landed like right on his neck, on his head. Like he just went, and it's a miracle that he didn't get like seriously injured. But he did not. As you can see, this is popping. You can see these are popping there. But he's back and has been. He's like, again, one of the guys they can call upon when they want somebody to come in, take a loss, but as a viable monster. He's wrestled pretty much everybody, which is great, but it's always in a losing contest, which sucks. Because even though he's a great wrestler and he's a great big man, he does lots of stuff that a lot of people cannot do or won't do at his size. He always gets beat in those big matches because they got to use him as like a legit threat. Then we have, out of 100, an exclusive of Ortiz, who's still around. Santana, I think, is still technically with the company, but they had a falling out. In real life, not storyline-wise, it's not no kayfabe. That's a shoot. And supposedly, maybe they're going to work something out, but they were like Pride and Powerful or something, or Powerful and Pride. And unfortunately, they had a falling out. I don't think many people know who's not in the know why. But you have that. And then I got a couple, I'll save the autographs to the end. This was a slab. This is out of Near Mint to Mint. 1987 O-Pee-Chee. Champ in the Ring of Hulk Hogan. Actually, probably don't really need this thing on there. I'll just leave it on there for now. But if you don't know, I'm sure everybody who's watched this knows, O-Pee-Chee is the Canadian release of the cards. And the only real difference is usually the back is a lot lighter. They use a different kind of paper stock. And they also have French, as you can see. So you got ring, action, and then whatever that is in French. You don't want to hear me try to speak French. No one wants that. So there you have that. But I thought this was cool I got this one and the next one for $3 a piece plus like $4 shipping. So around $10 and change, something like that. So it was really, really awesome. So there you go. I really like that card. Excuse me. And then this one right here is super cool. WrestleMania 2 with King Kong Bundy. These were limited edition WrestleMania Coliseum collector's cards. They're available with free with any Coliseum video rental. Only at participating retail outlet video retailers. Collect all 9 while supplies last. This came out in 1993. So obviously WrestleMania 2, I think that was like in 84, 85. I can't remember what year it was. 86, there we go. That's right, April 7th, 1986. So there you go. But I remember that WrestleMania. I used to watch through all the big black boxes. BBB, big black boxes. Not to be confused with the Blackpool Combat Club, the BCC. But, anyway, so this is the 1993 WWF WrestleMania. King Kong Bundy, Hulk Hogan, Coliseum video card. Also a 6 right there, as you can see. It's a perforated edges, so that means it was, you know, came connected to multiple different other cards. But I thought it looked great, so I'm not really for sure why I got the 6. Again, you know, I've said this 1,000 times in my videos. I don't really care about the grade as much as I care about the card. The card looks great. It's a black card. There's no paper loss on the black. There's no like pieces missing or any kind of like, you know, white on there. So I'm not really for sure why I got the 6, but again, that's neither here nor there. Then I picked up a couple autographs. The first one is of Limitless Keith Lee out of 99. This is 77. And there you have this, the KL. As most of you all know, I almost do exclusively on-card autographs. Though here in a second, I just go back on that because I do buy ones with the stickers when I can get them for like next to nothing. For a couple bucks, I'll take a chance. Or if they're in slabs, because that way it's protected, it's sealed, it's in there. The chance of the sticker unraveling or coming off is going to be much less. But anyways, I'm a big fan of Keith Lee. I didn't know much about him in WWE. I know they started calling him the Bearcat or something when he came up from NXT. I heard about that. People were kind of joking on that situation. But anyway, you got Keith Lee. And then my girl, Ember Moon. This is out of 99. Number 16 out of 99, as you can see right there. But Ember Moon, she is just like killing it over on AEW. Getting so many more opportunities, so much opportunity over there compared to when she was on WWE. She's right now on more of the Ring of Honor brand. She's the Women's Ring of Honor champion, and she's just destroying suckers. And I'm hoping that if she shows up a lot on AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation. She does pop up on the actual, you know, TV on Rampage and Dynamite from time to time, not a lot recently, but she is like always on Ring of Honor and AEW Dark and Elevation. So they're going to be doing AEW, I think, Collision in June, so maybe you'll see her up more opportunity there. But she is just, like I said, just taking suckers out left and right. It's impressive. It's good to see her getting so much accolades. I mean, she really is like working stiff. Again, it's all on purpose. Like it's discussed prior to that. I've said this in other videos. A lot of people thought she was like kind of going into business for herself, but it's something she's established with the other talent beforehand to kind of go use her right now heat she's getting for just being like overtly aggressive in the ring. And this is out of 50, 5 out of 50 also, Ember Moon. So as you can see there, 5 out of 50. And I got this card for like $3 or $4 as well, like $2 or $3 shipping, so like $7. But this is the on-card autograph. The previous one was a sticker. But this is great NXT card here of her, of Ember Moon. She goes by Athena, which I believe was her name on the Indies before she came over, because I forgot what her real name is, but I thought it was Athena was her real name. And then I looked something up not too long ago, and I didn't believe it's not her real name. So I think that was her indie name, and then she went back to that because she, obviously WWE owns the rights to people's fake names. Like Keith Lee, I think that's his real name, so he gets to keep his real name. But Ember Moon obviously is not her real name, so she can't use that anymore. So she goes by Athena, which I believe, again, is what she did back in the day. So anyways, guys, there you have it. There's a couple autographs. Hopefully this time this video does not get taken down. I have nothing in the background here to cause that to be the situation. So until next time, guys, let me know what you think below, how you think I did. I think I got all these cards. I would say overall I spent about probably 20, 30 bucks maybe with shipping, closer to 30. So how do you all think I did overall? $30 for the entire lot. And then if you're watching AEW, who are some of your favorite wrestlers? If you're watching WWE, who are some of your favorite wrestlers? What are some of your favorite storylines going on right now? Just your thoughts in general on the product. The new Collision's coming out. CM Punk's coming back. There's a lot going on. I think, Naomi showed up at Impact yesterday after being with WWE for years. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, just re-signed with New Japan, I believe, for a couple dates. I mean, there's a lot going on in the world of wrestling. So let me know what you all think below. Until next time, peace.